Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Saturday, which means it is time for more Nozz Watches Dr. Stone. Oh boy. So in our last episode, Senku became chief, and then divorced Ruri, for making the divorce rate for the new world now 100%. Nothing counts before Senku got there. These goddamn savages. We've invented divorce. So, clearly, we just advanced all the way forward in time here. And Ruri is now cured of what would be a very basic disease in modern times. It's a really good thing she didn't have, fucking AIDS or cancer or something, so alright. And we learn, finally, that the village was named after Senku's dad. So I'm hoping here that we get, an episode that's, telling us kind of what Senku's dad was up to, and it doesn't become, a thing, I gotta find my dad! Because, Tsukasa's, not that far away, and he's still, running a horrible fascist dictatorship where he's just murdering the fuck out of anyone who's an adult. So, we kind of need to solve that, but a little flashback episode wouldn't be bad. Where Ruri's just sitting down and be like, okay, here's what your dad got up to. He's a fucking big dick G, and it's a good thing you didn't marry me because that would be some incest. But let's find out, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, and go! I'm wondering, who in, the village is related to Senku? I kind of hope it's Chrome. Chrome is his brother or something by accident. It's your birthright, Senku. Okay, but can you tell us about his dad? Who's related? Who's related to who? Finally, they bring up the fact that they're blonde. Holy shit. Blonde-haired, blue-eyed, holy fuck. Stupid idiots. Oh my fucking god, Senku was, oh my god. Senku is their fucking messiah. Oh my god. Okay, please. Please tell us about the fucking Messiah Senku. Wait. Is the priestess, okay. If the title is literally his fucking name, does the priestess not tell anybody these stories? Is there not, a story time where she sits down and is like, okay, everybody, here's the story. So when somebody matching the description of the story, I'd assume, plus with the same fucking name turns up, they don't go, the stories are true! Come on. Oh, Jesus. That actually just kind of baffles me. If someone showed up that was completely foreign to Western society, and their name was fucking, exactly in some prophecy, and there's no way they would have known it ahead of time, I think most people in, this sort of society would go, hold up, hold the fuck up, is there Jesus? You know what I mean? You know, if like there was a prophecy, right? If there was a prophecy, it's like, okay, a guy named Steve Steveson is gonna show up and he's gonna save the day. And someone shows up and they've got no way of knowing that name has any bearing and they match the description. Most people be like, okay, hold the fuck up for a minute. Hold the fuck up. Even if it was bullshit, imagine most people would be like, it's like, you know? Even in the modern day. So, like, this guy called Senku shows up, no one goes like, oh, yo, hold up. Like, does the priestess not tell the stories? Sen- why is little Senku fucking stupid? I'm gonna punch the moon in the face. How can you be interested in science and not know what the fucking moon is? Oh, he's a failed astronaut. Oh no. Which means he'll be too old next time. I'm going right now. So they know. So they know what science is then. Oh, he's a professor. Cool. Fucking, boy, is Senku gonna try and do it? Like, this is just good. This is just fucking. Oh, that's just neat. That model's gonna be made of plastic. What do you? What? What is this? Okay, that seems like that would fucking. I mean, they tried. They tried. Holy shit. Wait, did his dad escape into space? I mean, seeing as it was a live current, it was a live current in water. You know what? I'm surprised you're not dead, Chief. Yeah! And then Sank will become an astronaut, like, fucking 3,000 years in the future. Oh my god, his name's Byakuya, nice! I'm gonna just bring home a cup of space! It's gonna bring back a beaker full of space! You can't measure something if it's not in a beaker. He'll find a way to put science in a beaker. So I guess I'm gonna find out, like, what happened to people that were on a space station. So, like, what did they? How did they get? How did he get down? How did they get down from space? Like, did they land the fucking ISS? I mean, they're being quote unquote foreign blood. I mean, that makes sense if the ISS had, like, there's a bunch of Americans in there, you know? Yeah, see, you can tell they're Americans because they're blonde hair, blue eyed, like all Westerners. Every Westerner's naturally blonde hair, blue eyed. We just wear hair dye and contacts. Jesus. Jesus Christ, Gohaku, your great-great-grandma's a cunt! Holy shit! You can't buy a trip to the ISS, can you? Good, I was concerned there for a minute. I was fucking concerned there for a minute, holy shit. Yeah, like, fucking... Alright then, I was like, well, you can't just buy a seat on a Soyuz. Dahlia, what's wrong with your fucking lips? The fuck's wrong with your lips? I'm not taking back what I said though. Kahaku's ancestor is a cunt. Oh my god, so she actually is a diva. Wait, did she actually just pay to come to space? I thought, like, I thought that was a joke. I thought that was a joke that oh my god, that she just made up that she was some diva that they hadn't heard of. Yeah, no, I'm not taking back what I said. Holy fucking shit. Why is there a goddamn singer in space? Why did they send a fucking singer into space? Yeah, no, I double don't take back what I said. Fucking. And let me guess, this is a song that's sung in in their village. This is a song taught to all the young girls. They have to memorize it because it's one of their holy fucking hymns. This is it, man. I fucking hate the concept. It's like, oh yeah, I paid $50 million and now I get to go to the ISS. Fuck off. Actually, fuck off. Fucking, like, Senku's dad, like, had to fucking do the astronaut test, like, fucking multiple fucking times. And Senku is, like, working towards it being big science. And this bitch is just like, nah, I'm gonna just spend $50 million on fucking shit-ass teenager with no taste in music. No taste in music. In Soviet Russia, when you become cosmonaut, they kill your family so no one miss you when you burn up in atmosphere. I'm pretty sure Senku wouldn't mind talking to you, Chief. I'm sure he wouldn't mind if you called. He he was already trying to solve the stone thing. He knew it was coming. Senku knew. Senku knew the stonification was coming. So let me guess. Byakuya and fucking Lillian, they're gonna fuck. And when they get back to Earth, they're gonna make the village. But it's still fine for Senku to fuck him because he's adopted. There you go. It's okay, Oni-chan. We're not related. It's fine. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of her. Mostly because just buying your way onto a space station. I don't know. I don't like that. That don't jive with me, Chief. Wow. Just pure nutrients. Goddamn, son. Damn. Just going out of his way to just make special meals like from his hometown. You sound like a certain Tsukasa that I know. Oh boy. Humans don't need to have fun. Yeah, here's the thing. If humans don't have any entertainment, they go crazy. And they fucking kill themselves and others. Convert that man. Oh. Oh no. Oh no, the stonification. Okay, so it started at the North Pole. And just made its way down. Jesus. Well, at least I get the answer to my question. Doesn't make it any less fucked. So how do they get down? Just fucking check Twitter. Check Twitter, see what's going down. I mean, at least the internet doesn't require that much stuff to get going for. Jesus. That had to be a fucking nightmare scenario. Holy shit. Like that straight up, that's a fucking nightmare scenario. Stuck on the International Space Station while everyone down below is dead. How much food do they have? And all of them are turned to stone. God, that village. Yeah! He's just bigger Senku. He's just bigger Senku. Oh, God. I do like that about Senku's dad, Byakuya. Like, just like first time we ran in, we met him, you know, like in that flashback. I'm just like, oh man, he's so supportive. He's such a good dad. And now we get to see like an entire like I'm guessing like at least 2 episodes, like told from his perspective, and it's just he's just bigger Senku, but he's not as smart as Senku. So I mean, I would assume so. Like. Oh man, like that's just good. That's just good, man. Like I mean, there's no way he's still alive. Like, there's absolutely no way he's still alive, but the idea that he set up this village, maybe figured out how to depetrify people, and then, like, I mean, because if he didn't find out how to depetrify people, then, like, that village is inbred as fuck. Like, that is, like, you cannot repopulate from 6 people without serious inbreeding happening. What's the next episode title? 100 Nights and 1,000 Skies. Oh, boy. Like, you know, like, so... Yeah, so I'm hoping that he figured out how to depetrify people ahead of time. Otherwise, there's implications there, but at least you kind of got to see, like, the origin of, I guess, the main boys. Because I'm assuming that, that Lillian is the ancestor of Ruri and Kohaku. Yakov is probably the ancestor of Suika, and Connie is probably the ancestor of, or maybe the Russian guy is the ancestor of Suika, and Connie is the ancestor of Chrome, like just going off of hair and eye colors. So I mean, hey, like you kind of got the squad. The squad is there. Oh boy. But what was I saying? But yeah, like that's really cool. Like I mean, like at the very start, I was like, okay, yo, but what happened to astronauts though? And now we know astronauts didn't get frozen, so this is an Earth. This is a localized entirely to Earth. And apparently they found their own way down. I don't know how they would have done that because, like, landing one of these capsules, don't they usually land it? Like these, I'm trying to remember how they land these Soyuz capsules. Like, don't they land them in water or the Russian wilderness? Like, you know? So it's like they have to send out recovery teams to them. So I mean, I imagine it's probably really fucking rough for them once they get back down, unless they find a way to get back down that's not just fucking impacting into the fucking Russian woods or the ocean. And I also kind of wonder, because I mean, if they landed in Japan, then they probably landed in the ocean and then swam back to shore. Like they landed as close as they could, which makes me wonder: is the capsule that they brought down near the village somewhere? Could Senku find it and salvage it for parts, if any of it is still serviceable? That's something I'm actually curious about, because there's a lot of machined goods that Senku just doesn't have access to, and probably won't have access to unless he can fast track and figure out how to do it with the stuff he has. So that, that's a serious question. Like, is the Soyuz capsule still around? Like, did they keep it in the village for Senku to use? Because if I was Senku's dad and I knew that like Senku is really fucking smart, and Senku, if he can't find Senku and bring him back, Senku will probably come back eventually, or maybe they witness people waking up. I don't know how they do it, but if he's like, okay, eventually Senku will find his way here, maybe, like, there'll be, like, a thing. It's like priestesses have to look after the capsule and make sure it's clean and not rusted and, all that. Because I do kind of want to get, like, a little bit of a tech jump for Senku, because we're making shit out of wood and clay and all that. That's neat. But, like, there's no way Senku's gonna fucking beat out Tsukasa if he's stuck with fucking wood and bamboo. And, it's like, But for this episode though, like I'm really excited for this. Like, seeing more stuff about Senku's dad is always fucking great. Like I love Senku's dad. He's a good noodle. And seeing just how like Senku developed, like from just being this kid who's like, what the fuck, Moon, I'm gonna fight you, to just like making rockets, and I don't know, it's cool. I also kind of like how there's a little bit of a disconnect between Senku and his dad, where his dad's like, nah, Senku wouldn't want to hear from me. Senku probably doesn't care. He's probably not even watching the TV. He's fine. And then you cut to Senku watching him on TV, just like, yeah. I feel like Senku cares a lot more for his dad than his dad thinks. And that's kind of sad. I don't know. Can celebrities really just buy their way onto a space station? Is that a real thing? I hate that. I hate that if that's true. That is awful. Like, I get they're supposed to be, they're trying to give her, like, oh, she grew up in the garbage and taught herself to sing with a fucking old record player. Haha. Like, but the International Space Station is for science. It's not to fucking babysit a goddamn celebrity diva. Fucking, come on now, Chief. I understand, like, they got, like, you know, it's like, I understand, it's like, oh, we need to have, like, a fucking Kohaku's ancestor, we can't have her be science, oh no. But, oh, come on, Chief. Couldn't she have just been, like, a cool lady scientist from America? I mean, especially because, like, in America, you have celebrity scientists. Couldn't she have been a celebrity scientist, you know? Like, someone like fucking, like, Neil deGrasse Tyson, or fucking, I don't know, fucking Bill Nye at worst. You know, someone who, like, they're like a big name in science, but they're not really, you know, all that. You know, like, fucking, like, I'm not saying Neil deGrasse Tyson doesn't do science. I'm saying that, like, he's really known more for talking about science than doing science. At least, like, to the average everyday person. So, like, I think that would have been a thing, you know? She's still a scientist, but she's not, like, she's basically a science PR person, essentially. And, you know, that'd still be fine. She'd still understand science, and she'd still get all that, but I don't know, Chief. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just kind of dislike that idea. Yeah, it's cool. I like seeing the origins of the squad, and I'm really interested to see how Byakuya gets in there and basically starts the village that will eventually become his son's several hundred years later, I assume. I don't know, like, it would be cool if Senku's dad was still alive, but, like, really fucking old. But I don't think they're going to actually do it, because I feel like it's going to be a big thing for Senku to realize, oh shit, my dad's dead of old age. He died of old age, not knowing if I was alive or dead, setting all this shit up for me. And I got to miss my dad getting old. Like, you know? Like, that would be, like, something I think even Senku would just be, like, really sad, you know? It's like Senku would just be like, oh no. I'm also really curious as to whether or not Kohaku and Ko are actually not related, because I'm pretty sure Senku's adopted. So, like, you know, so related in name, I guess. I really do want to know. Like, does Byakuya wind up fucking that diva, making some fucking proto Kohakus? Maybe, you know, just. I mean, because then I guess that would mean that Senku is literally the chief's uncle. You know? That'd be pretty neat. That'd be pretty fucking rad, actually. I don't know. Oh, man, but then again, like, if we're going through all this stuff, it seems like the village kind of really moved away from what I would assume they set it up as. Because, you know, going by might makes right, the priestess knows all these stories, but apparently she doesn't fucking tell anyone, like, there's some, like, there's some silliness there, you know, and I kind of want to know how that culture evolved to be basically only one person actually knows the fucking history of their village and why she doesn't tell everyone. I mean, if Rory's not telling people because she was fucking bedridden, then alright, Chief, okay, fine, fair enough. But there are people that are alive, they've been alive long enough that they would have known Rory's mother. So, why wouldn't Rory's mother have told the stories? You know, like, I don't know, man. I don't know, Chief. Like, maybe it is just some cultural change thing that just Byakuya couldn't anticipate. Or maybe it was his idea to keep the information limited, but why would he do that? I don't know. You'd think telling everybody that their savior was coming would be a really good fucking thing to start a religion, and being a religious idol would probably make Senku's life way easier. I don't know. But, yeah, I think that's all I gotta talk about. Like, all around, this is a good episode. I like it, and I'm really excited to see, like, basically the immediate aftermath of the stoning. What happened with the world. I don't know. Because I'm really not a big fan of how, like, there's literally zero evidence of humans existing. Like, I know, like, 3,000 years is a long time, but you think something would have stayed. Like, that Buddha they found. You think they would, like, more stuff like that would still be around, you know? I don't know. Maybe it's just because in Japan, stuff's not really built to last. But, I don't know. I feel like in the U.S. at least, like, buildings in New York City would still be there, like, you know, especially because New York City is entirely artificial from like the fucking southern, like Manhattan Island, the entire southern half of Manhattan Island is like a fucking it's just a fucking landfill basically. Like they dumped a bunch of trash in the ocean, super condensed it. Or not ocean, you know what I mean, the water. And they basically made it super dense, and they just made more land. You know? So there's not really anything for nature to reclaim there, because it's not really nature. I don't know. But yeah, good episode. Let me know what you thought of this down there in the comments. Whether you liked it, you disliked it, you want to bring up something that maybe I left out, because it's entirely fucking possible. Oh, boy. Anyway, everybody, yeah. So remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, share on social media. Tell your friends. Hit that share button down below. If you want, you can always support me on Patreon, which is linked down there in the description, with a link to my Discord server if you want to go there, and on my end card, which links to some of my other videos if you wanna watch some of those. Oh boy, because they're really good. They're really good videos, and it's just not me tooting my own horn. Yes, it is, but they're good anyway. And if you do become a patron, you get access to a special patrons-only Discord channel on my Discord server, where you can recommend things to be Let's Played, live streamed, Let's Watched, whatever I do. Oh boy. And also we have our patrons only movie night that we do once a month, usually on the second, at the end of the second full week of any given month. And we hang out in our Discord voice, we hang out in SyncTube, and we watch some anime, play some video games, watch a movie, just kind of hang out, have a good old, grand old time. My cat keeps moving around by my feet, and it's really distracting. Little kitty cat. And yeah, and it helps me eat the food and feed the cat. I think that's actually what she wants now. I think she might actually want some more food. Oh well, so I'm going to go do that. So, thanks for watching, everybody, and as always, I am Nozz, and I'll see you in the next video. But most importantly of all, become a trash mammal today, and I will see you a